Hello everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to another one second. Welcome to another writer's workshop things. Eventually I will remember to mute my phone. Welcome to another writer's workshop. We're going to be working on continuing to develop book 2 of my novel series. Today, let me just wait a minute to see if... Okay, good. Gonna make sure the filter was in place, and it is. Today we're gonna be writing 2 more scenes. One of them is sort of an action scene, and one of them is sort of an emotional scene that just kind of wraps up the story of one of the characters. We're gonna be starting with the emotional scene first. This story kind of wraps up like the story of Georgie, who was kind of like built up this entire story, and he kind of goes through like a major character arc. I always end up forgetting what his ex's name is. I always get the names of his ex and his daughter mixed up. His ex is named Eliza and his daughter is Annabelle. Okay. I need to look up something. Thing is, like, I don't really have any experience with any romantic relationships, but I feel that I have an understanding of what a good and healthy relationship is, and I try and illustrate that into my stories. Georgie's relationship with Eliza in some ways is kind of will be meant to be sort of a relatable thing for people that are just started like in the concept of fatherhood. It's kind of funny, like about like Georgie. He's kind of a character that kind of changed a bit in development. When it first started, he was kind of went from being a playboy to being someone that was not you was kind of struggling with interacting with women to being a playboy again. And his name also changed quite a bit, mainly because I misspelled his name, Georgie. Georgie is a common Italian name, and I misspelled it, and people misread it because of that. So I changed the name to Emilio, and then when I realized I misspelled his name at the beginning, I changed it back to Georgie. It's kind of like been through like kind of roller coaster of change over time. Okay, I have an idea for what I want to do as for this scene. I don't really know how well it's gonna go when it's out there and published. Okay, uh, about to try that idea. Basically, gonna try and have him bring a little bit of closure to his trauma, I guess you could say. Don't know how well this is gonna work because I don't know how realistic it is. I think honesty and talking about what you second. Apologies for my dogs. I think honesty and being honest and talking about what you went through is like a good starting point towards getting over your trauma. At least it would have been the case for me. What's the word I'm looking for? It promiscuous, I think is a word. Okay, hold on. I need to pull up drive draft from book 1. F Victoria. His wife, so he was married to her. Okay, I just had to verify. Okay, I need to also pull up that thing, and unfortunately I closed the... Stop it. Fortunately I closed the document. Did I say when she died? I don't think I did. I have to have, like, said when she died. Like, to make sure I'm consistent. "10 years before Alec Lowe arrived in heaven." Okay, that's a start. Uh, so Alec died in 1969, so she died in 1959, so this takes place in 2019. Is 2019 or 2018? Let's say it's been 2019. Calculator. 2019 minus 19. It's 60 years. Okay. Nice round number. quiet. I hate it when she barks on the other side of my door. Hold on. I need to pull up my... Does this have it? This is my draft for the master's project, my master's degree, my oral presentation for my master's degree. I'm just trying to see. I wrote it down because this so far is the only uh part of book 2 that I had drafted. In this section I'm gonna have to copy and paste into a separate document, and I'm ready to start drafting book 2 in its entirety when I'm not working on the outline. A couple months ago. Okay, so a couple could be 2. Okay. This is not it. I need to create a document that illustrates a timeline of events for this story, because that would be really helpful. I had a timeline. I have a timeline of the from Alex's generation to his great granddaughter's generation, when he and his descendants both lived and died. But I haven't created an actual timeline of events. That would be really helpful. Let's see here. I'm almost done with this scene. I think it's actually turning out pretty well. Like as I said, like I do kind of like, and to kind of tie into what I said about honesty and talking about your trauma is like an important thing to getting over it. I also strongly believe that honesty is an important part of a healthy relationship as well. I tend to find that relationships where either the husband, the boyfriend, or the one partner or the other, is what I'll say, is dishonest, kind of leads to problems down the line. Like even if like people just try and like make the excuse to saying, "Oh, sometimes it's better to lie because the truth can hurt." If someone finds out they're lying, even if you're lying to protect them, that can still like damage your relationship. So yeah, honesty is a very important part towards a successful relationship, and that's something that I am implementing here. I completely forgot what I was gonna write about. There's a phrase that I want to use. Wait, is a carnival fascination? Oh, that's not what I mean. I thought it was cardinal fascination. Uh, I'm getting a cruise ship. Phrase. It's not fascination. What is that phrase? Was it carnal fascination? Yes, it's carnal fascination. Okay. See, means a strong attraction or obsession with physical, bodily, and often sexual pleasures. Oh, that's not the word I'm looking for. Never mind. I actually don't want to use that. I think it's earnest fascination, which is what I have now, would be good. That was kind of an odd. And I'll get rid of earnest. I did not realize that carnal fascination was something to do with sex. I actually was using it wrong my entire life. I hope to God I did not use that in a creative writing paper that I submitted for school, because I could completely warp the meaning of the book, the whatever I written. Oh fuck! Well, the more you know. Okay, this scene is done. Moving on to scene. Okay, let's see. So in this scene, this is where Alec is forced. Uh, where Alec kind of faces off with one of the main antagonists, who's going to be like his sort of his final opponent in book 3. But this character kind of plays an important role in book 2. And I'm gonna try and avoid talking about spoilers right now, because her involvement in this story is very, very spoiler heavy. Hold on, I need to look at this again. Uh, okay. I don't think I written down the police station that I want to be the final thing, so I'm gonna have to look it up. This final battle, the final battle, with the main antagonist won't take place here. Will take place in the later scene, but this final battle will take place at is it Central? All right, I was gonna. It needs to be a place that exists in the 20s. Highland Park Police Station. Is the Highland Park Police Station still active? Is the Highland Park Police Station it closed in 1983. Shit. A police museum. Uh, what else could I use? Central Police Station. Hold on, I need to do some research. Los Angeles Central Police Station. When was 1896? Uh, I really wish it told me like what the original station is. Because I thought I had it. Hold on. Did I not write it down? I thought I did. Hold on. I can find it. I could have sworn I wrote it down. Okay, I see here. Central Police Station. Okay. Uh, I really wish it told me when this place was. I guess I can do website, see if the website has anything. Uh, Station info maybe? $18.96. Serving as the main facility until 1905, while the current fortified Central Division Station building came much later in 1977. The department itself was established earlier in 1869, but the iconic Central Station building we know it today, nicknamed Fort Davis, was built for better police protection. First Street near Hill, that's the original one. First Street near Hill. I'm not seeing Hill here. Shit. Main Street, Spring Street, Broadway, Los Angeles Street. I'm not seeing Hill Street. .318 West First Street. Uh, oh, I misspelled it. It's 318. Okay, so it's Los Angeles, California is the old Central Police Station. Still active. The Highland. Okay, so that's the museum. Well, I could still use a central station. Los Angeles. This is something that I should have done my research before. Apparently, like all the old PlayStations from the 1920s are no longer active, which sucks. California Central Station. That's the wrong thing. Central Police Station. Okay, so I think this is the one. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to use a central community police station. Uh, okay, that's what I'm gonna have to use. If I need to change things up later, I can. Okay. What's kind of interesting is it's kind of funny to me how time seems to completely just like as I've been writing this series, it's funny to me how like time completely changes the landscapes of certain environments, certain cities. Like it what like the reason why the police station, Central Police Station, the original one, which is also known as Highland Park, reason why that closed down was actually because of an earthquake that happened in the 70s, as I was reading. And then the that was station was closed down, was turned into a museum, and they opened a new police station labeled Central Community Police Station, uh, in the financial district of LA. I wonder if that station is still active because there was like a massive fire that took place in LA. I don't know like how bad the fire was. What kind of sucks is because that original police station closed down, I can't do exactly what I wanted to with this one. My initial plan was to have Alec kind of be caught in nostalgia as he recognized like his old workspaces and the old workplace of his chief of police, but unfortunately I can't do that now. That really pissed me off. and my horrible spelling. Yep. Let's see. Let's see here. I also need to make sure I'm using that word correctly. I can't see where the new page is. Corporeal definition. That's not it. Synonyms for transparent. Let's see. Translucent word. Another word that I feel like I use wrong a lot. Let's see here. Uh, okay, let's see here. Uh, why is that backward? Let's see here. I'm kind of writing like a powerful dialogue exchange here. Uh, Let's see. Alright, so that does it for this section. Let's see. Next time. Need a pen. A pen. Here's a pen. Crossing this out. Crossing this out. Next Tuesday, we will be working on the final confrontation between Alec and the main antagonist. I think that's gonna do it for today. If you are remotely interested in what you see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be played for 100% completion. I'm gonna be streaming Far Cry 4 for 100% completion on Fridays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna be streaming Just Cause 1 for 100% completion on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. And I'm gonna be streaming now. I'm gonna be playing Borderlands 3 4% completion on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. Addition to that, on Tuesdays or Thursdays, I'm gonna be hosting live streams focused on my my novel series. I'm gonna be streaming Writers Workshop. I'm gonna be hosting Writers Workshop streams from Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna be live streaming myself working on my next book. On Wednesdays, I'm gonna be hosting a Writers Analysis stream, where I'm gonna be analyzing some aspect of my creative project. Next Wednesday, I'm gonna be analyzing the character of God from my gonna be analyzing the character of God from my novel series, who is a very complex character and is going to require multiple videos to explain everything. But for right now, it's going to be like the first part of his video, of the video explaining who he is in the first book. That's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.